The year is 1901. William McKinley is president. He enters his second term in office as one of the most popular presidents in history. On September 5th, 110,000 people traveled to the World's Fair to watch the president give a speech.
I love tariffs. God bless America.
The next day, McKinley would make his final appearance at a theater called the Temple of Music, where he had a little meet and greet with all of his patriotic supporters, including me. The sweet sounds of a Bach sonata fill the theater as 28-year-old Leon Czolgosz patiently awaits his turn. I was just behind him. At 4:07 p.m., Czolgosz's moment arrives.
Bang, bang, bitch!
What you say? That you only meant well, well, 'cause you did. What you say? That it's all for the best, 'cause it is. What you say? That it's just what we need.
Yep, that's me. Bet you're wondering how I got myself in this situation. Well, it goes back to the very beginning. Corn.
Oh my, well, it's been pretty hard out here. Crops ain't doing too good. We ain't even getting no help from Washington. Them tariffs ruining everything for us. You know, it comes down to the rich people. Those mother rich people, huh?
Looking around, I saw what the farmer was talking about. With rising prices of machinery, he and his employees chose to tend to the fields themselves with little success. I wasn't content with the information that he gave me, though. However, one of his employees mentioned something called the Grange, perhaps a secret society of farmers with shared grievances. I didn't think I'd be welcome, so I decided to send one of my associates to spy on a meeting. I provided her with a secret camera embedded in a fake ear of corn, so she'll blend right in.
Howdy farmers, back with the vlog, yeehaw. So we're looking like farmer today with the hat and the flannel. We're about to go into this Grange meeting, so like hopefully they won't bust my cover. But like, I think I'm looking like a farmer. And this like corn cam, good. Okay, so I guess we'll see you later. Hey everybody.
Welcome.
Alright, well, I guess we start meeting now.
Yeah. Okay, so. Well, I just gotta say, these railroads and warehouses are charging me loads just to ship my goddamn grains.
Well, I know it is ridiculous. Even the prices change between states. There is not a whiff of standardization. These railroad bastards have no respect for us.
Now, boys, if we stay organized, we can make some of these states create their nifty laws and create some regulations, right?
You're right. If we can use our civil liberties, we can make some change.
Okay, I'm getting an amen to that one.
Amen.
Amen. Huh, like, let's get this bread, bro. Or like,
Who are you?
this corn?
Grange had moderate success in creating changes for farmers, but the secret society soon dissolved before becoming the much larger National Farmers Alliance. Like the Grange, the National Farmers Alliance sought to address the shared grievances of farmers. However, the situation worsened in 1873 when Congress declared that all federal money must be backed by gold.
Everyone, I know you're scared, but this is our chance to truly change things for us. Look at all of us. Let us use our anger to create some change. We have debts to pay. And the only way to lessen those debts is to create inflation. That's why we need different money. That's why we're going to run like the big boys for Congress. And what are we going to ask for? Greenbacks.
Unfortunately, the Greenback Party and Greenback Labor Party failed to win in any of the subsequent 3 election cycles.
Into this night, where do we stand?
This is where we stood coming into the night, 268 to 204.
No matter who they voted for, take a look at these numbers here. 21% say they'll be concerned. 37% say they'll be scared.
This is what both candidates want. They want to be living there starting January 20th of next year. The Empire State Building in New York City. Take a look at our running tally of the electoral vote. Anderson, this night is turning out to be a real nail-biter.
The people in Brooklyn, I can see their fingers
That's
probably.
Hillary Clinton had.
Yeah, fingers probably bleeding because there's no more nail to bite.
Well, the scene here is so different than it was a few hours ago when people were happy and relaxed. I have been looking around the room at people who are stone-faced. Some of them have been crying.
This was a white lash against a changing country.
This is the people rising up saying it's time to listen to us. It's time to listen to us in Michigan and Wisconsin and work for the people.
However, out of the ashes of the Greenback Party rises the phoenix called the Populist Party. In 1891, the People's Party, also known as the Populist Party or the Populists, was officially formed as a political party representing the interests of the nation's agricultural sector. Their chance was upon them. The election of 1892, candidate Leonidas Polk, no, not that Leonidas Polk, I mean Leonidas L. Polk, Confederate Civil War veteran and father of the Populist Party, was ready to take on the presidency. James B. Weaver, Union participant in Sherman's March to the Sea, who was hated by the South, was the new presidential candidate for the Populists. Weaver won 8.5% of the vote in 5 states, an impressive amount for a third-party candidate, but not impressive enough for office. 4 years later, the Populists had yet another chance. The Democratic Party, interested by the popularity of the Populists, began to adopt populist beliefs. Seeing his opportunity, William Jennings Bryan delivered an iconic speech.
If they dare to come out in the open field and defend the gold standard as a good thing, we will fight them to the uttermost. Having behind us the producing masses of this nation and the world, supported by the commercial interests, the laboring interests, and the toilers everywhere, we will answer their demand for a gold standard by saying to them, you shall not press down upon the brow of labor this crown of thorns. You shall not crucify mankind upon a cross of gold.
However, I thought the only way I could truly understand American populism was to go and meet these candidates. It's nice to meet you, Bryan. Tell me more about you. Who is William Jennings Bryan?
Well, thank you for having me, ma'am. William Jennings Bryan is a man who was born in Illinois, and I'd like to let you know now I don't stay in Illinois because there's no political future for anyone in Illinois. There's never been a good politician coming from Illinois, and so I moved to Nebraska for the 1st District, and I've served there in Congress for quite a while, and I've stood by my people both in the Democratic Party and I've gone to the Populist Party especially.
Interesting. Why do you believe that you're qualified to be President of the United States?
Well, I believe I'm qualified because I stand for what I believe in, and furthermore, I'm a great orator. I talk with confidence and prowess, and I speak great words.
What are your plans to help alleviate the economic grievances of farmers around the country?
Well, glad you asked, actually, and I bought something here today to really illustrate. So first of all, what we have to understand is that gold is the source of all evil in America, and furthermore, silver is the way we're going to fix that. Now, gold, why is it an issue? It's going to put us on a cross of gold. Now, if we look to silver, though, we're going to be able to inflate prices, and farmers are going to be able to pay off their debts easier, and we're not going to have to worry about this issue anymore. Our farmers are going to have a true security in their finances. For once, we're going to be supporting our farmers, our people, mind you.
Who's the woman on the board?
It's my wife. Just inspiration whenever I make my work.
Okay. Well, thank you for sitting down with me today, Mr. Bryan. Good luck on your life.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's nice to meet you, Congressman.
Good.
I'd love to hear your thoughts on the silver plan proposed by the Populists.
Currently, I am undecided on that issue. I think there are many sides to it.
Okay. So what other things are you campaigning
Protectionism.
for?
I love it. I'm a big proponent. Some may say the leading proponent on protectionism. I like to say that protectionism is like the law of nature. It's the law of self-preservation.
Right. Let's move on.
Yes.
So who are you looking to help with protectionism? Who does this benefit?
I like rich people.
Okay.
Very much. I myself have massive amounts of funding. I think what's best for the rich is best for America.
Okay. Thank you for talking today. Good luck
Yes.
with Congress
Yes.
and anything else
Yes.
you might pursue.
Yes.
While this documentary was in post, the Panic of 1893 occurred. First, the Philadelphia and Reading Railroads folded. Then, a growing depression in Europe resulted in British investors selling their American investments and redeeming them for gold, fostered a growing American gold loss and creating panic. There was a run on the banks, and over 500 were forced to close. By May, stock prices reached an all-time low. Many major firms, such as the Union Pacific, Northern Pacific, and Santa Fe Railroads, were forced to declare bankruptcy. Unemployment steadily grew, rising from 1 million in August 1893 to 2 million by January 1894. By the middle of the year, the figure had reached 3 million. With the election of 1896 approaching, the government had no plan to end the economic panic. People began to blame silver notes being redeemed for gold as the main cause for the panic. I decided it best to re-interview the silver cheerleader himself to get his opinion on the matter.
Mr. Bryan, it's nice to see you again after all these years. How's your campaign going? What pops into your head when you hear the word populism?
People! America. Silver. I hate gold.
Do you have any more words?
Brick gold. Silver is best. Don't tell me otherwise. Tariffs? We don't like those. Tariffs? We don't like those.
Okay.
Gold?
Right, really? Yeah, keep going.
A lot of it.
Tell me what's on your mind. Anything.
So you look at me and see youth and inexperience. What do I see?
No,
As passion in myself.
I wanna.
I see someone who cares for the American people.
Oh, I think we're out of time, Mr. Bryan. I think you should go home to your wife.
Good. That's it.
It's nice to see you again, Mr. McKinley. You seem to be doing well. Good luck.
Yes.
The state of our economy seems to be on everyone's minds. What will you and the Republicans do to solve this issue?
Panic happened. People were freaking out just a little bit, but now I think that once I'm elected, we get gold, get some protectionism, get some Republicans in office, get some of my rich friends elected to congressional positions.
Are you at all concerned about running against Bryan,
Nope.
who has been
Nope.
applauded
Nope.
for his speaking abilities?
No. Mediocre at best speaker. They told me I needed to go out and go on a tour like him, speak everywhere. They say he's gone 400 places to speak. It's ridiculous. I only need one place, and that's my porch. I have the best porch. Great for speaking, great for listening, great for campaigning, great for winning.
Right. It was great.
What?
It was great speaking to you.
Yes.
Good
Yes.
luck.
Yes. Thank you.
I decided to follow Mr. McKinley on his campaign trail to get a final look at his policies.
Thank thank you all for coming here today. My name is William McKinley. I'm running for president. Gonna be very fun. You know, I'm a big fan of protecting our industries. I like tariffs, lots of tariffs, much fun. I'm a big gold guy. I think keeping our economy prosperous. It's good, solid back currency. Not with that other gentleman from Ohio. It's kind of radical with his silver. That's not something we stand for here in America. I think I'd be a good president. I think American prosperity is good. I think protecting America is good.
Country road.